Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Julie and I'm here to do my reaction video for season 1 episode 9 of It's Okay to Not Be Okay. This show, the title of this episode, not of this show, the title of this episode is King Donkey Ears. And we're here, we are back, and we are ready for a new episode of this incredible show. Thank you so much to Victoria for sponsoring this entire series. It's 16 episodes, and I honestly cannot wait to finish it because I wanna know where this is all gonna lead, you know. And yeah, and also because I want to talk about it with my mom since she already finished it and I haven't. Granted, I do watch more series than she does, and she watched one and then she finishes that one and she watched another, and so on and so on. So a big difference. But yeah, I'm excited for this episode, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am to watch me react to this episode. A lot of things are happening, right? There's a possibility that the mom is alive or hunting the dad or something like that. We don't know, but I am excited. I'm truly excited for what's to come. You know, Gang Tae and Moon Young, they're, you know, getting closer and closer every time, and so that makes me extremely excited. So we're gonna watch episode 9. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you, Victoria, once again. Thumbs up, subscribe, comment, hit notification bell. Uncut reaction is always posted first on Patreon in case you guys want to check that out. Link, as always, will be in the description down below. Thank you for watching. Honestly, you guys are incredible. Thank you for all your support. And yeah, for now, I think that's about it. Yeah, thank you for watching. Let's just begin with season 1, episode 9 of It's Okay to Not Be Okay. Here we go. Oh yeah. They're gonna run away, right?
언제든 내가 원하면 납치해준다고.
Look at him, he's so amazing.
1박 2일로
1박 할 거면 형도 같이 가.
She didn't know it came with restrictions.
목숨 걸고 잘 대답해. 나랑 당일치기 할래? 아님 1박 할래?
차 세우라고.
나랑 1박 할래?
Oh.
같이 죽을래?
고문이야!
Oh my god. He can't believe he's still alive. Yeah.
제발 충동적으로 저지르기 전에 속으로 셋까지만 세.
넌 아까 하나 둘 셋 세고 그 새끼 후려팼니? 너랑 같이 있음 어디든 달려가 들이받고 싶으니까.
고문영이 네 손을 칼로 샥 그었을 때 네 피 속으로 그 여자의 사이코 바이러스가 샥 침투를 해서
Right.
나 놀러 가고 싶다.
그래 까짓 거
세렝게티.
Said what?
뭐?
아니 걔가 그럴 애가
방구도 99번 참다가 한 방에 터뜨리잖아. 그럼 다 죽어.
똥매너.
Yeah.
방구 금지. 그 새끼 피해서 일부러 이 총구석 병원에다 입원시킨 건데 그 미친놈이 지금 이제 여기까지 찾아왔다고.
Oh my god.
빨리 와.
How old is she
이하람
though?
환자 아직 태어날 상태는 아닌데 이대로 보내도 괜찮겠습니까?
안 괜찮아도 우리가 막을 도리가 있나 뭐. 보자가 저리 막무가내인데.
Yeah, exactly.
왜?
정태야, 저기 너하고 아름이랑 그런 사이인 거 뽀록나서 좋을 거 하나도 없어.
너 내일 서쪽에서 귀인을 만나는구나.
서쪽 귀신?
서쪽에서 귀인을 만나는구나.
네가 알지? 방구까지 끼지. 이걸 동시다발적으로 한다니까 이거 완전 오케스트라야.
이상이 그 사람은
정 못 참겠으면 우리 방 올라가서 자든가. 비었잖아.
그래도 돼?
나도 너한테 부탁할 거 있는데.
부탁?
내일 우리 형 좀 네가 콜 안 들어보고.
That's a good
말이
friend.
필요해? 묻고 따지도 않고 오케이. 이게 바로 사내의 의리라는 거다.
Now that's a good friend.
고맙다.
고길동.
자기 영역 안에 저 떨거지들을 다 들였잖아. 착해. 사람이.
So she thinks of herself a good guy.
좋아해요.
Oh.
나도 길동이 너무 좋아.
Oh, okay.
우와. 우리 통한다 오빠. 환상의 짝꿍인데?
짝꿍.
응. 짝꿍.
형 나왔어.
She's still mad at him.
잠깐 얘기 좀 해.
고작 하루 놀자고 아까 나한테 그렇게 똥폼을 잡았니?
난 하루여도 충분해. 고작 그 하루가 나한텐 평생 꿈꾸던 일탈이야.
짜증나게. 왠지 너한테 자꾸 길들여지는 기분이 들어.
난 오히려 그 반대인데.
I think they're both learning. All of them are learning for one another,
내가 미쳤었나 봐.
which is good.
미쳤어. 아니라 멋졌어.
Yes, he was. Is this really happening? Oh my god. What the fuck? Yeah, let's pretend like that did not happen.
고라니 새끼 모가지로 확 비틀어 버릴까 보다.
Oh.
닥쳐 이 고라니 새끼야.
I feel like the deer is shipping you guys.
제가 보기에는요, 언니는요, 나이도 좀 있고 성격도 유들유들하고 기질 있는 호박. 아마
Her buzz. He looks a lot more handsome without the.
저희 간만에 월급값 좀 하네.
나 들어가.
Come on, she looks gorgeous.
어디 서커스 나가?
넌 어디 야반 도주하니?
Just kiss and get it on with.
하지 마.
네. 옷을 엄청 과하고 화려하게 입는 사람의 심리는 뭘까요? 과시욕? 이런 거겠죠?
그 반대지. 자기 보호. 일종의 갑옷이야, 갑옷. 그니까 보호사님이 잘 지켜줘. 고문영 작가. 고문영 작가에게 엄마는 그리움이 아니라 공포의 대상일 수도 있다는 거.
정말 도희재 작가가 죽은 게 아니라 그냥
Yeah.
사라진 거라면
그럼 확실한 건 하나 있지. 남편이나 딸을 반드시 만나러 올 거라는 거. 자네가 고문영 작가를 잘 지켜주게.
Oh my god. Is that a bridge? Do you walk?
와.
Yeah. No.
그럴래?
No.
가자. 형이랑은 못 오니까
Oh.
와봤으니까 됐어. 내려가자.
형이랑은 이렇게 못 논다는 거지? 그래 좋아. 놀자. 대신 업어줘.
여기서 기다려. 금방 갔다 올게.
업어줘. 업으라고.
Well, it's in the middle of.
노래라도 불러보든가.
노래? 내가 만약 외로울 때면
빨리 찍어.
웃어봐. 웃으라고 울지 말고.
그냥 찍어 빨리.
It's so pretty.
귀인이 서쪽에서 온다더니 진짜네.
봐.
What are they doing here?
이게 지금
나 내일 외박 나가는 거 나 대 정태 보내줘 주정태.
하루씨. 그렇게 무작정
어.
택시부터 잡아타고
내 전화번호는 또 어떻게 알고?
비상시 연락하세요 라고 써있길래 이 중에 형님이 저랑 제일 친하잖아요.
그때는
형님의 그 결정적인 한방 때문에 결국 아름 씨네 부모님이 내려왔고 그래서 강제 태어나는 바람에 우리 둘이 내일이면 생이별하게 생겼는데 하룻밤 숙박비도 못 대주고
That's a way of manipulating people.
네가 잘못했네. 잡았어.
야,
왜 대표님을 오래 붙잡아 두는지 좀 알 것 같아요.
방금 그거 칭찬이죠? 야, 분영이가 내 옆에 붙어있던 게 아니라 너무 외로워서 근데 그걸 들키는 게 너무 싫어서 막 사람들을 밀어내는 참 이상한 애니까.
되게 닮았네요, 두 사람. 서로한테 더 끌리는 걸까요?
사람이 사람한테 반하는 데는 돌면서 막 쌍욕 날릴 때, 그리고 다짜고짜 막 싸다고 막 날릴 때.
심심하거나 잠 안 오면 전화해.
너도 심심하면 해.
형이 좋아하더라. 너랑 짝꿍 됐다고.
뭐 나도 니네 형 좋아해.
I think she is. Yeah.
평생 바라던 게 하나 있었어. 형한테 친구 생기는 거.
No.
나도 전에 있었어. 그 딱 한 명. 반 애들을 무서워했어.
My God.
그 애들은
Those kids
나를
were.
무서워했지.
Yeah, I bet.
꺼져. 저기 우리 친구 할래?
한 명의 친구를 바란 게 아니었어. 모두의 친구가 되길 바랬지. 걔가 다시 외로워지면 나랑만 친구가 될 줄 알았거든.
Oh. Oh my God.
저리 가. 저리 가.
Oh.
제발 저리 가.
Oh.
더 잘 찾는 사랑은 오래 참는 거니까.
Oh.
제발 이대로 가만히 자.
He's all red. Oh, and his phone is off. Or is it? Because he already woke up. Aww. Last time he ran away.
예쁘다.
Oh. Oh. She can't even believe it. Oh, that was beautiful. He's so pretty when he smiles. Aww.
아무래도 이건 아닌 것 같아. 이렇게 도망가면 우리 사랑도 치사하고 비겁해지는 거잖아.
무슨 소리야?
나 솔직히 아직도 술만 보면 미칠 것 같아. 난 아직
He's not ready yet.
아름 씨 인생을 책임질 만큼.
같이 노력하면 되잖아, 그냥.
아니, 내 힘으로 이겨내야 돼.
Well, that is true.
이겨낼게. 꼭 건강해져서 당신한테 달려갈게. 그러니까 나 좀만 기다려주라.
고문영 작가님이 좋아, 내가 좋아.
It's a different thing. You have to let him understand that.
형이 좋지.
가짜.
It's just that there's
가짜. 가지 말랬지.
oh,
가짜.
there are different kind of loves.
거짓말 아니야. 내가 다시는 안 그럴게.
죽어버렸으면 좋겠어. 형의
Oh.
형 같은 거 죽어버렸으면 좋겠어. 형 같은 거 죽어버렸으면 좋겠어. 네가 그랬지. 나만 없으면 된다고. 나만 죽으면 좋겠다고 엄마한테 맨날 그랬지. 그래서 그때 강에서 나 강에 빠뜨렸지. 맨날 나 죽이고 싶었지.
Oh no, Sante.
내 동생이 죽이자. 동생 잘하자.
Oh.
동생이야 왜 죽이?
Oh my God.
동생 잘한다.
Oh my God. Okay, guys, so that was the end of season 1, episode 9 of It's Okay to Not Be Okay. And yeah, so Gangtae got suspended, and I feel like there is a lot of I don't know if regret. I don't know. I just feel like Sang-tae and Gang-tae's mom did what she could, you know, in order to protect Sang-tae, who is, you know, who has a disability. And to be honest, for the most part, I think she did a good job. But that doesn't mean that both of them were not left or out of it without scars. You know what I mean? Because life is not perfect. You know, when I was growing up, my brother also was someone who needed a lot of help with his development. He's not the brightest kid. Well, man now out there. And when he was young, things came a lot easier for me in terms of, you know, just studying like math and you know, your regular things. You know, I was more it was a lot easier for me to understand and to be the type of standard student, right? Even excel at some things. And for him, it was very difficult, you know. If he was born now with the difficulties that he had, I feel like he will have, you know, be taught in a different way, and things would have been a lot easier for him. But at the time, you know, there is, you know, this taboo of talking about mental health, and like, you know, you were either a normal person or you were a crazy person, you know. So there were no really gray areas in that regard, you know. So in my opinion, you know, some of the things that Gang-tae and Sang-tae feel for one another is that, you know, one was put all the burden of taking care of the other, and the other doesn't think about, right, about that burden, about how many things they have to sacrifice in life to protect the other, right? And the other doesn't see from the carrier point of view, but he feels more like like you know, the lies and all of that, and the moments where we are, you know, just annoyed by our brothers or whatever, you know, he sees that without seeing the other. But I don't think they either of them are seeing eye to eye right now, you know. And I think that this moment, as difficult as it is, it's something that is very needed for both of them. The relationship between them is completely different from my relationship with my brother and from my relationship with my son, who has autism as well. So in terms of, like, you know, as a brother, you know, I don't think Sang-tae understands the sacrifices that he had to make. Sacrifices, granted, that he has not asked from him, but sacrifices that have been put on him by their mother. I'm not judging her. I'm not saying, oh, what she did was wrong. It was the way she thought they were going to survive, and that they were going to be taken care of, you know. And I truly don't blame her. I myself, right now, I did not have another child. Like, Josh is my only child. And as he grows and grows and, like, time passes, I wonder what will be of him when I'm not here, right? And I honestly, I don't have an answer right now. And every night I am thinking, what will it be? What could it be? What will happen? You know? And if I was in the position, and like having another child was never an option for me. I did not want to have another child because I thought I needed to, you know, I always think, and like I always say that even to my brother, that, you know, it's our responsibility to take care of our children, and that, you know, my older niece sometimes is like put in the position of like take care of your little brother. And yeah, as in like if you're playing, you should take care of it, but like taking out of the fun for her just so she can be the guide for her little brother, it's not a thing, because you need to let her live her childhood as well, you know. And that's something that sometimes my mom did a lot, you know, when we were growing up. You need to take care of your brother, you know. So I used to be like at my class, and once I finished, I needed to go and see if my brother did his homework or not, and if he didn't, I needed to copy everything and like keep him updated, and needed to do the homework with him so he can understand. And like I had to teach him, I had to know where he was. He broke a window, and I was blamed for it, and like, you know, and sometimes the pressure that is put on the older sibling, you know, it's really unfair. So I did not thought at the time, and I honestly still don't think that, you know, it's a guarantee that if you have a second or a third child or something like that, and one of them has a disability, one of them for sure will take care of the other. It's not their responsibility, you know what I mean? If they want to do it out of the kindness of their hearts, then so be it. But having another child doesn't guarantee you that. And if you put that as a must do, as something that you are born for, then you end up resenting him. There were points when Gante was younger that he felt like he resented him, that he will be better off if he was dead, you know? And now you see the response that Sante is having now that he's feeling like he's being displaced from his brother's side, you know, now that he feels as there is someone else coming into their lives, right? Because it has been just them for his entire life, and the best friend, but the best friend, he has always kept him in line and made him understand that he is the most important thing in his life. But he's going to fall in love, you know, and I don't think Gante even was aware of that. So for me, it wasn't an option to have another child and to put that burden on them that you are here because one day I'm not going to be here and you need to take care of your brother. That wasn't the solution for me. That wasn't the solution for me. And also for me was like, at the time I was like, Josh needs my help. And if I'm going to give Josh my 100% of the time, I'm not going to give that same level of love and care and all of that to this other child. So why will I bring another child to the world when I don't have the time for it, you know? So it is difficult as hell. It is complicated as hell. I have not had the moment where I have been with someone else in my life, where that other person, he or she, has to come into my life, and for Josh to understand the differences of love, you know, because there is paternal love, you know, brother or sibling kind of love. Then there is romantic love as well. So Sante's in that process of now finding out and realizing that there are many types of loves, right? And that there are many ways of loving a person, you know, of a still Sante being his number one, you know, the person that he loves the most, but that doesn't mean that he is not ever going to love anyone else. But it's difficult because it's something that they have never have to face, because Gante just closed himself up and decided, I am the, you know, main take care of my brother, the caretaker of my brother, and that's all I'm going to be, you know. But now that he's giving himself the chance and the opportunity to open his heart in order to fall in love and to have someone else in his life, of course it's going to hurt his brother, because he's not going to understand it as easily as any other person would. You know, changes are extremely difficult to people with autism, feeling displaced, feeling like the dynamic is changing, all of that, you know. When he has been the center of the attention, of course it's difficult. I see it with my niece, and my niece doesn't have a disability. And I see it with my niece, how she feels that she's been like, this entire place that used to be hers, you know, now she has to share it with her brother. And in that moment, she's like, kind of like, can you guys take him? Like, she was like, the other day, my mom, no, it wasn't my mom, it was someone else. They went upstairs and she was like eating, and she was like, can you guys take care of Cristiano? Because that's the name. My brother's a big Cristiano Ronaldo fan, so he named his child Cristiano. I'm really happy that he didn't name him Goku, because as a child he loved Goku, whatever you want to pronounce it. So thank God he didn't name him that. But you know, Cristiano is what we had, and like, you know, we love him. And she was like so careless of like, can you take him? Just take him to your place. We'll look for him in like a day or two. Or if you want to keep him, that's fine, you know? And it's something that I feel that it comes from this place of feeling like there is another person now that, you know, I'm not longer the center of the attention of my parents. You know, now I have to share. She used to have a room with toys, and now she has to share with her brother. And it's difficult, you know. And now imagine that with a kid that has autism, that likes things certain way, that has lived most of his life being the center of Gante's world, and now he has to share it, you know, and he has to understand the different types of loves and all of that. And of course he resorts to, you know, his first, you know, tragic memory, or like the worst memory he has with Gante, which was the time he almost drowned, you know. So of course it's not like he wants to kill him. Gante feels terrible about it. I think Moon Young can see that as well. And I think that, you know, the dynamic between the three of them, it has not yet been put exactly, you know, it's not completely working, because she's getting into their life and they are letting her be there, but at the same time not, and like, you know, but it's something that is needed, because if it's not her, like, let's be real, he might be in love with her and the love can end, which I don't think it would, but that doesn't mean that he has to be live a celibate life. He's gonna have regrets, and like, he's gonna like hate his brother for not allowing him to love someone else, you know, to have a family, to, you know, besides him. He will always be part of his family, but change is very difficult, especially for a person with autism. So I kind of understand the outburst, and I feel terrible for both of them, you know. But we'll see how they handle it. I really hope that Gante doesn't start pushing Moon Young apart, because that's not the solution. I did love the flashback with Juri and Moon Young when they were little, of course she has a personality disorder and like an antisocial behavior, you know, and like she found the one person that she could hang out with, but that other kid is so, you know, Juri's so, you know, warm, and like she wants to have many friends, but Moonyoung did not want to that. So she thought, hey, I'm gonna convince everyone that she's cursed or something so I can have her for myself. And it's a very, you know, it's something that is very unique with people that it might have a personality or, you know, antisocial behavior disorder or something like that, and only child syndrome as well, you know, because they want all for themselves, you know. So she wanted that and ended up, you know, breaking her friendship with Juri. I did love that. I kind of did love what the guy said to her about, like, you know, how is it that that being lonely is not the only reason why Gang Tae and Moonyoung kind of gravitate towards one another, you know. So that was cute. What else happened? The bridge thing, that was beautiful. The fact that the guy went back to the rehab center, you know, what is it? Psych hospital, I think is good, because he did not felt 100% sure that he was gonna make it out there. He's not ready yet to face the world and say no to alcohol. He's not there. He's recovering, and in order for him to fully love someone, he right now knows that he had to let her go. It's sad, yes, but I think he did the right thing. I feel bad for the girl, you know, but I really do hope she gets the treatment that she needs someplace else where that guy can't find her. I feel terrible that she has just to move just because, you know, the guy found her, the ex-husband. But it is true love when you let someone go, because you have to be okay in order to love someone, you know. And if you're not fully yourself and okay, then, you know, how can you be with someone if you don't love yourself? How can you love someone else, you know? And if you don't love yourself in the sense of like taking care of yourself as well, how do you do it, you know? So yeah. What else happened on the episode? Oh, well, the conversation the psychiatrist had with Gang Tae about protecting Moonyoung. I was like, and then there is the possibility that the mom could be alive. I mean, he's not fully believing what the dad is saying, because he has dementia, and then there is some things off there, but he also doesn't want to be thinking or dismissing everything he's saying. He does feel that there is some truth in what he's saying, but, you know, maybe not fully, but he still wants to be careful, you know. So there is a possibility that the mom is alive. Could there be the possibility that the mom is the same one that is in the hospital right now? We don't know. We'll see, I guess. But yeah, this was a great episode. Thank you, Victoria, for sponsoring this series. I hope you enjoy. After this, we have 7 more episodes to go. I'll definitely try my best to do more episodes sooner so we can finish the series, because I honestly do want to finish. I do want to know where it's going to end. I am kind of, you know, wanting that. So yeah. Anyways, for now, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys liked it. And I hope you guys continue supporting for more, because I will be doing more reaction videos for It's Okay to Not Be Okay. Thank you, Victoria, for your support. Thumbs up if you love this show. Comment. hit the notification bell, UNCUT reaction on Patreon. Thank you for watching. You guys are incredible. And for now, I think that's all. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time for more reaction videos for It's Okay to Not Be Okay. I'll see you guys next time. Mwah. Bye.